Well, it's good to see you here this morning, and I'm glad that we males are well represented. And it's not a very frequent sight to see men or male parents coming to these things, but I congratulate you for your interest. I'm not sure if you know why you're here and why your child or grandchild or support here. I know we have several. I'm speaking generally for the public. So whoever your charge is, I'm not sure why you ever attend seminars like these or send your children to the kinds of support systems that we cater for what we call differently abled children. What's going on? You sure?
Yeah.
How do you know that? You sure it's spelled different? It's spelled wrong? How should I spell it? D-I-F-F-E-R-E-N-T-L-Y. Differently. Or differently. So you see, sometimes we speak differently to how we spell, and the child behaves differently to how you differently behave. And therefore, we recognize the child may have some kind of learning problems, yes? Or learning, and we use this big word, disability, because we can't seem to get certain, syllables within the whole function of our speech. Because we Trinidadians pull out syllables. We're going, no. What? Because we don't always differentiate what ought to be said. And so that when your child is growing up, and the child has different paradigms in their life, so you have home, you have school, you have community, you have nation. 4 levels of language. So the child is totally challenged and sometimes confused because what he's learning here, he can't speak here. And if he speaks this here, he can't identify here. If he identifies this, he could be a different person here. So that in each strata of life, we are not really preparing. So sometimes children, like ourselves, parents, have this function. It is not that the child has an issue for life. Like anything else, we fix our fridges, we fix our stoves, we fix our bed. We clean the house every day. So therefore, we know how to bring things in order. So what happens in seminars and teachers sessions like these is that we are bringing the child and bringing this, putting back the ER here, so we won't feel that we just different. And we are different. And so therefore, it's important to understand that we have to work through the strata. And that's why we have parents here. Not just teachers, but we want to have the parents. And then we need to find out who their peers are, because their peers give them a different kind of language set. And then we want to know where they're going, where they're going to work, because we are preparing them for the next 20 years when they are in the workplace. And we don't want to reach in the workplace next 20 years, and the boss says, you can't talk, you can't write a report. We want to begin to practice that. How old are you now, sir? 10. So by next 15 years, when you are in the workplace, we have a guy who knows how to put the ER not just on the paper, but in his language. It's not different, it's different. And so it's important for you to see why this kind of programs that the Dyslexic Association is doing is not just something wishy-washy, but it's preparing you not just to write properly, but also to articulate or to speak properly. So parents need to know that this here, this word, This word is important, learning. But also with learning comes what? And parents are the primary teachers. Who are you? Primary. Yes? So it's P for primary and P for what? Parents. Primary teachers is not in the primary school. Primary teachers, as they're where? Teaching from home. So you have to recognize first that there is a problem, because you may not even notice it because you speak the same way the child is speaking. It's only when the child goes to school and has formative language, everything seems to be like, hey, what did I teach here? It's because we too don't talk good. So when you go home, your child has a pack in the bag. See what they have learned. Take out the A and say ah. Take out the B and say B. So you will have breakfast rather than breakfast. I will say, take up the sweater rather than the sweater. So that we understand that you are helping the child from home to school. So we will understand that there's not such a thing as a learning disability, but it's a learning ability for the future. And that's where we are. So I trust that you can be much more appreciative of the program, much more appreciative of your child's differences, but understand the child has a different ability. The child is not differently able. Now you understand that? And you are bringing a difference to that ability and helping the child. So you don't have to look down at your child and say, hey, what wrong with you? You're done. No, you're stupid. No, the child's not stupid. The child is just learning how in a different what? Ability. And you have to be patient with that and encourage that and work along with that. Yes, mommy? So the child had a head and stop thumping people. Sorry, your children. I said, come on, do your work, do your work. Let's see what you have to do today. Don't say, go and do your work. Say, let's see what you have to do. And can I help you if I can? Call me. So if you use the plural, parent and child, it's going to work better for learning as you teach. You understand? So you start off the child with the work, go wash, go clean the car, go to the grocery, go cook, whatever, come back and check. So the child understands that we are doing the work together. So we understand that we are working the abilities together. So you will minimize negativity, you minimize the kinds of issues that you're looking for of always shouting and feeling the child can't work, because you are here to tell the child it's possible, because we are both learning and teaching abilities for the future. Yes? So I trust it will help you to be much more comfortable with your child and more acceptable with the child's situation. And don't feel that the child is separated from the class. You make your class from where? To the community. And so we have a better Trinidadian and Tobagonian next 10 years. So thank you very much for your listening.